So, the other part here in the chapter talks about Jacob being alone with God, and that place of Jacob being alone with God, so it's very personal for me. It's very personal for me. It's when I see that it's a time of life that I've been through. When I wrestled with myself. The Bible talks about Jacob wrestling with God, but Jacob wasn't wrestling with God. It's a picture of what was taking place. The person Jacob was wrestling with was himself. Jacob was wrestling with his whole self, right? Jacob was going back to his home, and he had offended his brother before he left, and now he was facing with the result of his whole life, going to meet his brother. He was scared his brother would come against him and destroy him. So he was contending with himself. What do I do? How do I face my brother? Right? Uh, he could have cooked up something to do, which he did cook up something to do. But how effective was that going to be? You know, and in that place also was a place of prayer to God. Between God, do I do it my own way? And God, I need you to do it. We all come to that place in our life where, as we grow, we're contending with ourselves. We're contending with the way what we used to know that is not working, to what we need to know to move in life, to get better in life. I've been in places where I didn't necessarily agree with what is being done in that place, right? But I didn't know better, even though in something in me says it's this way, but I was too young to know for sure that my objection was correct. So that there have been times of struggle between two opinions. I can look back today and know that, yes, even though I didn't know that much, whatever was it I was struggling there was correct, right? But it's a place of growth also, right? It's a continuous wrestling in life as we go to move from one level to another, as we get better in life. But Jacob wrestled with himself, he wrestled with God, and he came to a place of blessing from that experience. I could also look at wrestling from a place of me being in depression, being in a dark place in 2008, being in a dark place in 2018, and I wrestled through that process. It was dark, it was scary, but I came out of it a better person. I learned things that I probably would not have learned otherwise. I became a better person. I put priority on the things that are important, and took away priority from the things that were not important. Coming from this last one, I'm doing some scary things. I did some scary things in 2010 when I came out, but 2020 here, I'm probably doing some more scary things, but I could do it because I died. I literally died. I died going in depression, right? And the life I live right now is to show that I treasure the life that I have. So I can't afford to do things that are not important, that don't have heavenly value, that don't carry weight, right? I do things that show to God that I treasure the life that I have, right? Because I died. I died. I died, right? So I treasure every single second I have. I don't live my life anyhow, right? My no is cheap. My yes is expensive. Easy to say no to a lot of things, right? And people don't like it, but I prioritize my time. I prioritize this time I spend here every Sunday afternoon, above every other thing. And any other thing I got to do, I cancel to do this. Some people might not understand that, but this is important to me, right? So I can miss any other thing for it, right? Within sense, obviously. But when you come to see that, when you come to that point of death, it helps you to see life in a better way. It helps you to appreciate life better. Is that place again? The scripture talks about that. Help us to number our days that we might apply our heart unto wisdom. Is that place where we're reminded of our mortality. We're not going to be here forever. And that forever doesn't mean that it's going to be that you're going to live 100. Some people get to live 120. Some people only live 20 years, right? You're not guaranteed the number of days that you have. So wisdom means I treasure every day that I have. I don't take the day that I have for granted. I treasure it, right? Maybe today is the only day I have. If it is, I want to do the best I can do today, so that when I go into eternity, it will be worth something. I'm not going to defer what I'm supposed to do today to next week. Who promises me that I'm still going to be here next week, right? So we need to treasure our life. Maybe that's just a summary of it all, because we're not here forever. And irrespective of what life comes to you with, hits you with, one, it's not going to last forever. Two, you can grow through it. You can grow through it. When you come out through it, you become a better person. You appreciate life better, right? You appreciate life better. We're not in control of what life hits us with. Life hits us at its own discretion. Number one, we need to prepare, make sure that when life hits us, it will meet us ready. We'll have strength such that it doesn't take us out of the game, right? It's that place again where the Bible says that you should guide your heart. The word heart there can be expanded to mean guide your life. Guide your life with all diligence. Guide your person with all diligence. Guide your being with all diligence, right? Because life is going to come, is looking for weakness in you. When life hits you, let it not take you out of the game, right? And the only way it's not going to take you out of the game is that it will meet you and you will be able to, it will hit you and it won't take you out because you're strong. It meets you in a place of strength, not a place of weakness, right? You can bounce back, right? But that's up to you. You need to do that part. God is not going to do it for you. Popular story I share all the time is King Asa. King Asa was a strong person. He loved God. When he had problems, he ran to God for help. Then God gave him 20 years of peace. In 20 years of peace, he did not build strength. He took things for granted. 20 years of peace, he took things for granted. He lost his edge. He lost his edge. He did not protect his life. He did not build strength. 20 years after, he had the same problem, less problem than he had previously. Instead of running to God, he ran to man. And God was offended. God says his eyes go to and fro the whole heart, looking for a heart that is perfect towards him, that he might show himself strong on the behalf. When I do my job to fortify my life, fortify my heart, then God will come and walk on my behalf. He says, I'm looking for such heart that is perfect, that I might show myself strong on the behalf. Guess what? Part of God showing himself strong on the behalf is going to Satan and say, have you considered my son? Because God believes that you can do it, right? But it's up to you to do that which God believes you can do, right? But we need to be careful not to just live our life anyhow, not to be too light, right? We need to spend our time continually building ourselves, continually putting our heart in a place whereby we can answer to life. The Apostle Peter was writing, he says that you should magnify the Lord. It might magnify Christ as Lord in your heart, so that you will have something to say to those who will ask you the reason for your faith. But you have to keep your heart, put your heart in a place where Christ is magnified. I will expatiate that. Put your heart in a place that you know the reason for your life, the reason for your being, the reason for what you do and not do. You put your heart in a place that you know who you are. You know who you are. You are not who someone else says that you are. You are who you know that you are, right? Understand yourself more, understand God more, because if you don't understand yourself, you cannot regulate yourself, right? When you do the work of an inner building, because the strength that is within that will face the life that you will face, you will see every day. Life will hit you. Whether you win or lose, the function of who you are, the strength you have, the fortification you have on the inside of you. So it's our job on a daily basis to fortify ourselves. We'll fortify ourselves by learning, by growing, by developing, by exercising that which we know. When we exercise that which we know, we build faith. That faith is what overcomes the world. That faith is what will face adversity, face your enemy at the gate. Your enemy is going to come against you at the gate. What will face it is the strength that you have, it's the knowledge that you have, right? So Jacob went through it, and he learned, he came out through it, he got a blessing, right? We can learn from that blessing. You can learn something, you can become better through the adversities of life, right? In every storm, there is a blessing, there's a treasure, right? But that treasure will only be yours if you overcome the storm. If the storm overcomes you, you won't get the treasure. But if you can learn through the storm, stay true to yourself, to your belief, there is a treasure there. You become a better person through the storm of life, right? All right, let me go here.